Growing up, I was brainwashed simultaneously by rap music and Batman. On the one hand, this gave me an appreciation for the drug dealer as the protagonist in the vast majority of fiction I'd ever been exposed to, especially narrative fiction in the form of rhyming couplets. 50 Cent was a hero to me. The other guy named 50 Cent that 50 Cent was named after was also a hero to me. Freeway Rick Ross was a hero to me. And the other guy named Freeway Rick Ross that he was named after was a hero to me. And they were all drug dealers. In their way, heroes rather than villains. And on the other hand, as you know, Batman presented me with a simplistic paradigm for morality that's achieved by punching drug dealers in the face. Many people struggle with the misconception that you can only understand drugs by listening to the drug addicts themselves, or even worse, by listening to the drug dealers, meaning the doctors who hand out prescriptions for this shit. The reality is, if you want to understand drugs and drug addiction, you need to look at the people who are sober the whole fucking lives long, but who still have the desirable outcomes that the drugs are intended to achieve. So, by comparison, if I want to understand money, I'm going to listen to the opinion of someone who has money. And I don't just mean they fucking hold money. I mean they have money. In the same sense that I have pussy. I don't just mean that if you go support me on OnlyFans right now, you're going to see me with my hand cupped around a woman's vaginal lips. I don't mean to have and to hold in that simplistic sense, okay? When I say I have pussy, I don't just mean I get pussy, like one of these fucking pickup artists who is like proud of himself for having a series of one-night stands with women who don't even fucking know his name. Women who don't appreciate him, women who don't trust him, women who don't love him, and he reciprocally doesn't know, doesn't trust, doesn't appreciate, doesn't understand, doesn't have any kind of meaningful relationship with these fucking women he has a one-night stand with. If you want to fucking donate your money to that, I don't know what your money is worth, okay? When I say I have pussy, I mean I have meaningful relationships with women whom I dominate, not just sexually, but intellectually, emotionally, ethically, in every conceivable way, and they love me for it. Yes, women, plural. That's that mode of having pussy that makes me qualified to give you advice on why you're such a piece of shit and can't possibly fucking change. Just as Warren Buffett may not hold up a brick full of money to his ear like a so-called money phone, he may not show out the money he has by holding it with his fucking filthy fingers in the way that so many rap artists do. But in another, deeper sense, he has money. He fucking has it. That's the guy you want to listen to if you're going to understand how to play the stock market. If, in that sense, you're going to understand economics. I have been stone cold sober since I finished high school. And yet, I'm high all the fucking time. I am that dude who is given the assignment to dig a fucking ditch, and he's smiling and happy the whole fucking time while everyone else is in a competition to see who can be the mopiest as they drag their ass back and forth with the shovel in the dirt. I love life, and I'm not fucking pretending for the camera. I have the desirable outcomes that these drugs and these drug companies and these drug dealers promise you without the fucking drugs. That is my qualification. That is why you should listen to my advice and respect my expertise. Not just on the topic of drugs, but reciprocally on the topic of sobriety.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Sammy Marie here.
Do you think anyone ever takes her aside and tries to say in the politest terms possible, you know, you'd be better looking without your makeup? Let's face it, better looking doesn't mean good looking in this case. I would rather make love to a sack of potatoes than whatever the fuck she's hiding inside that tube top. Sack of potatoes with chives, baby. Yeah, chives. I said it.
Basically, I have been going through a spiritual awakening, as one would say.
The word that I use to describe what happened here is down infinite.
Baby, if you get down with me, we're going down infinity. There are finite amounts of money in this world, but infinite poverty.
Yeah, when people get rich, it's a business. And when they lose all their money, it's spiritual.
I needed to take time to focus on myself, and I didn't feel like I could be authentic.
You know who doesn't have any trouble feeling authentic, being authentic at all? People who aren't living a fucking lie.
So basically, 6 weeks ago, I stopped taking my mental health medication. I was taking about 9 pills a day, antipsychotics, mood stabilizers, and nightmare medication, and I am completely off of them now.
My only question is, why isn't this video titled, Eisel Mazard was right, we were wrong? And maybe have a subtitle like, sorry if we ruined your whole fucking entire life by both recklessly endorsing these drugs that will actually fucking permanently mentally cripple you, and oh yeah, all that great fucking stock market and investment advice. I just can't imagine how the combination of these two things would have ruined anybody's lives in your audience. I can't imagine you have anything to fucking apologize for.
I felt like it was making me worse. All the medications were making me worse. I was having a lot of bad side effects. Basically, my face would go numb. I would have random twitches and spasms, and I felt like I couldn't make complete sentences, like talk normally. I'm sure you guys have seen some of my videos where I seem out of it, and I just didn't want to feel that way anymore. I wanted to be able to have conversations with people and not feel like I'm fucking stupid.
I have a blankie. Blankie is a blanket I have had since I was literally born out of the womb. My Aunt Melody got it for me when I was a baby. It originally had Mickey Mouse and Minnie, and it's my security blanket. Like, I sleep with it every single night. I need it. I love blankie. I sleep with it every single night, and I'm not ashamed of that because it's just who I am and it's what I do. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Sammy Marie here, and I do videos all about mental health here. I have borderline personality disorder, bipolar 2, OCD, and PTSD, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my medications and the side effects of my medications. Now, I'm on Lamictal, Haldol, Topamax, and Minipress, and Lamictal is a mood stabilizer, Topamax is a mood stabilizer, Haldol is an antipsychotic, and Minipress is for PTSD and nightmares and flashbacks. So those are the medications that I'm on and what they're for. So the side effects, let's just jump on into that. And for me, the side effects for Lamictal is hair loss. It makes me kind of groggy and like numb and tired. The Haldol, I haven't really noticed much from the Haldol. In the beginning, I was very groggy, very tired, just like very out of it, I guess. Now I'm used to it.
So I made the decision to get off of them. Also, something that I haven't really shared on my channel is that people might think I'm crazy for saying this, but I have psychic abilities. I always have. I think that I was suppressing my abilities with my medication.
I respect cocaine dealers. I do, because they are selling a product that works. And they don't rely on false advertising or misinformation. And it is a scientific fact that cocaine works. You think cocaine doesn't make you happy? You want to look up some fucking peer-reviewed studies and see just how dramatically cocaine eliminates what you call depression, how it replaces misery with elation? Oh, of course, the problem is happiness is a fucking self-serving delusion. It's far less real than an oasis. If you are walking through the middle of the desert and you see an oasis, let me fucking tell you something, son. You ain't seeing real water, but you're seeing a real fucking oasis. You're seeing something. When you snort cocaine and you feel happy, what you're feeling is fucking nothing. The only kind of happiness these drugs can give you. If you took the same drug and gave it to your own pet dog, you'd think it was fucking pathetic. If you took your pet dog, you got him high on ayahuasca and saw him running around the room chasing hallucinatory cats, you'd feel fucking pity for this dog. You think, oh, isn't that fucking sad? Someone poisoned this dog, giving this dog a hallucinogen. You wouldn't think this dog had found true happiness. You wouldn't think this dog had found enlightenment or God or Buddha or Nirvana or anything fucking else. You just think, isn't it cruel that a human being stuffed hallucinogenic drugs down this dog's throat and now it's running around chasing cats that aren't even really there? Worse, it's probably going to start humping the couch. It's humping something that ain't really there. So no, I am not claiming that the happiness cocaine provides you with is real. It is unreal. But nevertheless, I respect the drug and I respect the dealer. What I don't respect are these fucking drug companies that continue to manufacture so-called antidepressants that have been scientifically proven not to work, that have been scientifically proven to be inefficacious. Now you tell me, for how long is that going to go on? And who do we blame? Let's just imagine we lived in a kingdom where, despite the fact that scientific evidence is mounting, that on the one hand, these drugs don't get a positive effect, and on the other hand, the negative side effects are tremendously, worryingly, sickeningly serious. But the king, he has a personal relationship with the drug manufacturing company. He's getting a percentage. And he says, no. People believe Haldol makes them happy, so just let them all keep on huffing Haldol. People believe these drugs, so let's just keep the money fucking flowing.
Over the years, I was on a lot of antipsychotic medications until I tried one particular psychiatric medication that soon after I started taking it, I felt the best I did since I was a little boy. When my psychiatrist warned me that I would develop physical symptoms in several years in the future, I wasn't really concerned about it because I was doing so well. I didn't want to have the risk of giving that up. Several years later, I woke up one morning and I noticed that my cheeks were puffing in and out uncontrollably. And I was horrified when I saw my image in the mirror. And then the puffing in and out changed to grimacing, and I wasn't surprised that I was diagnosed with tardive dyskinesia.
The FDA would never approve Haldol today, given the serious harm it can do to the brain. It's interesting how the FDA will ban a drug immediately if it causes tragic birth defects, such as thalidomide, but not if a drug is destructive to the brain tissue of a disabled adult patient.
Then at least it would be possible for us to have a target for our resentment, a target for a rebellion, because we could blame the fucking king. If we had an aristocracy that named itself as such, and that aristocracy was profiting from the peddling of these drugs, legal or illegal, then we could resent and eventually rebel against the aristocrats. We are ruled over by people with university credentials whom we do not perceive as aristocrats, although they are. And we do not perceive them as drug dealers, although they are. The footnote being, they're dealing drugs that don't even fucking work. Short term, riddle me this. We have a platoon of soldiers, and they all got to do the same task. They got to dig a bunch of ditches, and let's say they got to put in some machine guns, some other quality of life adjustments. Half of the platoon gets high on cocaine, and they're out there digging those fucking ditches at breakneck speed. Big smile on their fucking faces, not feeling any pain. The other half is clean and sober. What do you think this is going to show us about the efficacy of cocaine? Guess what? These experiments have been done. They were already being fucking done in World War I. No typo, not World War II, World War I. All those experiments were done on a massive scale with giving methamphetamine to soldiers. Notoriously, the Nazis used methamphetamine on an unbelievable scale. But methamphetamine is still used by the U.S. Army to this day. Why? To enhance the performance of its soldiers, especially pilots. Why does the Army use meth? For the same fucking reason drug dealers sell it on the street. Because it fucking works. If Prozac got the same fucking effect, the Army would use Prozac. Prozac doesn't work. So now, riddle me this. You take the same platoon, you divide them into two parts, they gotta dig the same ditches. One of them gets all fucked up on Haldol. One of them gets all fucked up on these antipsychotic medications, these antidepressant medications. Let's say they got a full long list of 8 medications in combination, just like Sammy Grimm there. Which of those two halves of the platoon, those two groups of men, which do you think would do a better job? Now, I guess we have 4 groups in total, right? Cocaine, sober, Haldol, antidepressants, all that other shit versus sober. In the short term, the group on cocaine is going to get way more work done than the group that's sober. In the long term, they're going to crack up, go crazy, possibly even die from their fucking drug use, right? But when you look at the next pairing, nobody can even fucking argue that in the short term, the people on these psych meds are going to get the ditches dug quicker. There's no argument that they're even going to be happier, that they're going to be more elated or more enthusiastic, that they're going to have a smile on their face while digging those ditches. If you want to understand pussy, talk to a motherfucker who has pussy. If you want to understand drugs, talk to the motherfucker who has a meaningful life with no fucking drugs in it.
Baby, if you get down with me, we're going down infinity. There are finite amounts of money in this world, but infinite poverty. It's a double entendre. I'm getting down infinite, if you know what I mean.